My name is Glen Murray, and I'm a candidate for Premier of Ontario and leader of the Liberal Party. Energy planning is hugely important. Energy is a big cost to business, to farmers, to small communities. So I'm proposing to bring to Ontario something that's happened in Alberta, British Columbia, which is called community energy planning. We'll go into a town, we'll ask the community leaders what kinds of energy sources they want. But we'll do that in an informed way, because first we'll map out how you use energy. We know that downtown businesses use energy in different ways at different times, that farmers use energy in different ways at different times, residential houses, industrial facilities, airports use energy, all very differently. And this is what they did in Calgary, this is what they did in Osoyoos, BC, in small towns and large cities. They looked at how they were using energy, and then they figured out what was the best technology. Was it solar? Was it a cogeneration facility? Was it traditional natural gas? Was it thermal to heat housing? When I was mayor of Winnipeg, which is kind of interesting because you could get 40 degrees Celsius above and 40 degrees Celsius below. Thermal worked really well, as did hydro. So we'd look at, and we'd show what all of these technology costs, what they look like, whether you want windmills or whether you want thermal. And we'll let the communities and the municipalities build an energy plan. The same way they build a plan for water systems, for sewer systems, for road and transportations, for land use. The one thing our cities and towns and municipalities do really well is they plan really well. And they're very democratic. They get people involved in making choices. So energy in Ontario, if I'm Premier, will be not decisions made in some office tower downtown. They will be decisions made on main streets in communities across Ontario. And they'll be informed, so people will understand how they use energy, which technology is the best fit for their community, and give them choices about which type of technology mix works best for them, how they can create green energy and keep their air and water clean, how they can make it affordable, how they can take the unique advantages of energy. And I just want to close by giving you two examples of that. In downtown Toronto, all of those big office buildings would be very expensive to heat and cool if we had to use electricity to do it. But most of them are heated and cooled through something called deep lake cooling. We've got this great, amazing body of water called Lake Ontario, and the temperature differences between air and water temperature and higher levels of lake and low levels of lake allow for energy transfer, for heat transfer. And that's what heats and cools most of our buildings. Kind of a smart idea, I think. In Guelph, they did community energy planning and water mapping. They discovered that they thought they had to build another water treatment plant. That would have used a lot of electricity. They didn't have to do that because Karen Farbridge, my friend, is a really smart mayor. She got some very smart people to look at how could you use energy and the infrastructure in a different way to make it more productive. So now Guelph can produce twice as much clean water for people in Guelph than today with the same old plant by just using new productive technologies and that. So those are some of the ways that we can do it. We know that Northern Ontario has an energy surplus, but they pay really high energy prices. So by regional government in the north, Northerners will be able to take advantage of their natural advantages, set their own energy prices based on the unique advantages they have. That to me is smart, local democratic. It'll avoid us having to cancel gas plants, and the days of windmills being forced onto communities will be gone. And we'll see energy as a way to make money, not a way necessarily to spend money in ways we'd rather not. Thanks very much.